Massive museum. You really need more than a couple days. I don't know if we're gonna make it to Iran, to be honest. There's so much here to be seen, and everything might be close. Everything might be close tomorrow. I don't know. Hey, cat. Urfa kit. Urfa kit. That might be the Museum of Architecture. And this might just be the Şanlıurfa Museum. Let's see what sign says up ahead. It's a beautiful day. It's not so cold. It's warming up. I have to put the sweater in the bag. Let's see what it says. That's the Şanlıurfa Museum. This is the museum. No bikes, no cars. This is Yatra Girisi. Wow. Really put a lot of time and money into this. This is beautiful. Alright. Oh, a cafe restaurant. It's probably overpriced, but Fiazza's right there. Definitely give me a bottle of water. Let's check this place out. Yeah. This is the place. So we have 12. We're gonna need another battery. But here's Paleolithic Age. I have a feeling this is going to be a really cool tour. This is from 1.1 million to 10,500 BC. Paleolithic man, generally sheltered in caves under rock croppings. So I was just informed the auto bus to Göbekli Tepe leaves at 1:30. It's 11:13 now, so I have 2 hours to get to the museum. And I need to change the battery. But look at this guy right off the bat. Urfa man. Just like me and you. These are limestone from the Neolithic Age, depicting various interesting animals. See the boar, salamander. Wow. Wow. This is pretty cool. Look at the detail. It's just tremendous. The totem. There's the animal people. It's hard to believe that these were the people that were crafting these stones. See, he's cutting out the T-shape. This is how they say they dragged him. Neolithic settlements in the region had alongside houses, structures, and areas that served public functions. Among these were several areas of unearthed and Babylonian quarry and Göbekli Tepe. Some of the most magnificent structures of the period filled with monumental obelisks, statues, and terraces constructed with an orchestrated manpower. These structures were pioneers for the temples that would emerge in the succeeding periods. That guy looks pretty happy. Wow. This is something else. So having adopted a settled lifestyle, humans buried their dead in simple holes that excavated inside the very homes they lived in. The dead were placed in a fetal position inside the holes and were sometimes presented with burial offerings. But fundamentally, different rituals existed as well. Most of the times the bones, especially skulls, were collected and reburied or stored in certain structures. Simple, single burials existed alongside mass burials inside structures with a separate burial of bones. Human stone. Stone of a bird. Bird figure. Piece of a statue. You can see the arms. There's little guys. Have some of your early pottery. Neolithic B period. Wow. That is beautiful. This is just the continued evolution of domesticity. For the people as they learned how to grind and make their own bread, store things in pots, gather for later times. The oldest cult center in the world. First temple was built. Oldest cult center in the world. Wow. Imagine the rituals. It's absolutely breathtaking. I love how they have a selfie. And let's keep moving. This is the pottery. This is the floor. That's how they make the floor. Temple. This is Neolithic Quarry, located in the north of St. Lambert Provincial Center in the west of Hill on District on Beard's High Plateau westward. So there's one other person in the museum now. That's great. Wow, it's gonna be a long day. I have a feeling there's still a long ways to go before we get here. Look, Mom, I'm home. Cardi Tepe is located to the south of Şanlıurfa province, district in close proximity to and partially buried underneath the Cardi village that lies to its east, surrounding the mound, which consists of two short hills, abundant with flintstone, source of limestone fortifications that provide raw material for the Neolithic settlement. Flint sources. Look how small these human figures are. So this is the Sultan Tepe Mound. Located 16 kilometers to the south of Şanlıurfa, possessing a diameter 520 meters and a height of 42 meters, considered one of the largest mountains in the plain of Iran. The building located inside the temple complex dedicated to Sen, god of the moon, belonged to one of its priests and his family. The tablets have been found to contain writings from the Epic of Gilgamesh, the Epic of Creation, the story of poor man of Nippur, alongside Assyrian eponyms, school exercise, agreements, oaths, glossaries, and royal correspondences. This is the New Babylonian period. A large gravel courtyard can be found in the middle of the structure. Some of the buildings around the courtyard were used to store crops. The structure is the only Neo-Babylonian place to be unearthed in Turkey. This Assyrian protective deity depicted as a human-headed and winged bull or lions. The head of the human male signifies wisdom, while the wing the freedom, and the animal body attests to its power. Even though the first appearance of a Lamassu motif in Assyria denoted power, the Assyrians placed these sculpted jams at the entrance of cities and palaces to keep evil spirits away. And who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? So this is the age of the Assyrians, the Iron Age. Lots of beautiful pottery. This is the Sin-Tin and votive stele. Protective god of the countryside. This is the storm god. Relief stele. Storm god. These are actually tablets with writing. Isn't that amazing? How small? It's not even the smallest ones. The Tesha relief stele. Look at these. Isn't that just immaculate? This is the text about the story of the poor man and Nipper. Fire and food related text. Almost as synonyms for words. That's brilliant. A medical prescription for stomach upsets. A medical prescription for chest complaints. This is Gilgamesh. Verses 1 through 23. This is a poem of the honest and patient person. The Martu word list. A prayer or part of the epic poem. And here's a text about astrology. I am Novanidus, the only son who did not have anybody. The kingship was not within me, but the gods and goddesses for me prayed, and Sen to the kingship called me in the midst of night. He left me bold a dream, saying to Adhuno, temple of Sin in the city of Iran, quickly build all the lands to thy hands I shall entrust. That's the King Novanon relief inscription. Look at that. That is brilliant. All the lands to thy hands I shall entrust. This is Sin, the ancient moon god. Her temple in Haran. 30 short formulas about blessing. A pray for Shamash. This is the bilingual magic against evil eye. This is the magic done against evil spirits. This is when a magician went to a sick man's house. A magic for reconciling between a man with his god and goddess. Opening the locked chin. Magic. A prayer for Marduk. A text of orisons. Text about Osama prayer in the honor of Marduk. What's put at the door threshold this pray for keeping away of genie, evil spirits and the like from the home. A ritual and magic against a man's hand. Pray bilingual for Shamash. Preparation of a religious event. Bilingual magic. A wooden stick to be used in large rituals. To do a magic for having good dreams. This one I need tonight. A text from the yearbook of a man who gets rid of evil spirits. I need some of that for tonight. This is a bowl relief. The head of a lion. Embossed bowl inscription. Human relief. Grinding stone. A sphinx. This is the Taurus pedestal. This is also a Taurus pedestal. It's amazing. Haran was a city where science was born. I don't know if we're going to be able to get there, to be honest. It's a little far away. Today's going to be a long day. Hopefully we can get some beer. But yeah, I wanted a museum. Wanted an immaculate collection of some of the earliest writings. The earliest everything. It's brilliant. I look forward now for an hour to get on the bus to Göbekli Tepe. Cross your fingers. So just like the last museum, we can't go in here. It's ripped off. And I just took the elevator. I thought this was over. And I came to a whole other floor. Which is now the Hellenistic Age. So we're going into the Roman and Greek Hellenistic occupation. This museum just keeps going. I guess it's going to go all the way to now. Let's see if we can bust out some of this content without this battery dying. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Armored soldier. Armored soldier. Military commander structure. I guess this lets you go all the way. Yeah, well, let's take the road back to Greece. How big and beautiful these columns are. We're gonna skip off the road. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Oh, Islam next. Oh man, this place is huge. I mean, you saw it from outside. I don't know if we're gonna be able to record everything on this. So let's just bust down some of this stuff. Gotta keep one battery just for Göbekli Tepe, I imagine. We're already through battery number 2. We're almost through our second museum. Pretty cool. On to the road we will go. So this is the Islamic period. I think this might be the end. Look how beautiful some of this decorative pottery is. Some of the tops of the column bases. You can hear how empty this museum is by my cough. I'm thirsty as shit. It's the Islamic period. Some relief. Here's the famous beehive. The conical homes. There's a picture. See if you can see how massive. This is a series of all coins found in Edessa. Roman period, Roman city coins, Islamic period coins, East Roman period coins. People love their money. Ottoman period coins. Roman period. Greek coins. These are the Greeks. Praise be, my Mahasur, my great commander, supreme being, was a pure deity from God to protect the glorious person. May he send his time for good works. His great struggle made many ruins repaired. When this end was ruined since old times, he made impaired by having builders renewed it, for increase the amount of favor tenfold. During the construction of this, I wrote history here. This door is open to all people. The door is a government door. We said, O fire, be coolness and peace, by Ibrahim. I think that's it. I think we made it. A long exhibition hall. Imagine there used to be a huge amount of tourism. Or maybe it's probably that and never. Oh, anyways, we're the only ones here now. Ah, finally. The gift shop. Let's see if we can find some trinkets for the boys and girls back home. Now we're back to the fish of Ibrahim. So we made it out. Look at this museum once again, how massive it is. Apparently the bus is going to pick us up right here in exactly 45 minutes. So I'm thinking that we can try to round up some food somewhere around here. Piazza looks like a nice mall. So maybe we'll get something there. But we have 45 minutes to kill. Got some trinkets, so hopefully everybody gets covered. But look at this. Tarihin Sifir Nokast. 19 Göbekli Tepe. Must have been Göbekli Tepe. Come here. $13.45. All right. Cool beans. I don't know how we get to that mall. Looks pretty fenced off. But there's a little store right there. Maybe we'll try one of these little places. See you on the flip.